Alright, Levi.
What? What are you doing in my house?
I've broken into your house with my new mobile recording setup. Gundam.
You rolled it in on a cart like the fucking overhead projector in middle school.
Son, we're going to watch Reading Rainbow and Mr. Wizard's World.
On Laserdisc.
Hell yeah. God, I remember using a Laserdisc in like 94 in the library, and the remote was bigger in my head, and there was no chapter select. You just had to know the like 9-digit code for the scene you wanted to jump to. And you get there and it's just two monkeys fucking because it's National Geographic. Alright, so anyway... You might remember 100 years ago, I bought this NES Classic and I started a series on my channel. I was going to play every game on it.
Right, yeah.
So I played Balloon Fight, and then like 9 months later, me and Tommy played Bubble Bobble. So I figured since it's October, we might as well play Castlevania.
Sure.
So the original NES Castlevania, I never really played as a kid.
Yeah.
I had Castlevania 3, was the first one I ever owned. So I'm not really versed in it. I've watched speedruns of it, but... We'll just have to see if I'm a hardcore enough gamer.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those games I'm familiar with via osmosis from just watching other people play it and watching.
And from Captain N, the Game Master.
Exactly.
Where Simon Belmont was like a vain blonde airhead. He was Johnny Bravo.
What's the Super Nintendo one? Is it just called Super Castlevania? Okay.
4. It's called Super Castlevania 4. It's technically a remake of this one.
Okay. I think that's the one I'm probably most familiar with. But Castlevania is one of those series that I never really played that much. Probably because the heyday, quote unquote, of it was the era of games that I didn't really play.
I was gonna say, did you have an NES growing up?
I did, yeah. Because my brother was 8 years older than me, and so I was born in '89, so he was born in '81. So stuff like this would have been perfect for him. And so since we never had new shit growing up, I always played the stuff that he had. I distinctly remember sitting on our porch back in the day, playing Duck Hunt, Super Mario 3, and...
Why won't you jump down here?
Oh, and the Mario is included with Duck Hunt.
Super Mario Brothers, I believe it's known as?
Yes.
Or Mario Denginshi Budokai in Japan.
I don't think that's accurate.
You can't disprove it. Your Honor. I'm just a simple southern lawyer and a bakagajin, Your Honor.
I'm just a simple caveman lawyer.
Whatever happened to the Geico Caveman sitcom?
Oh, like, is that a thing that ever actually happened? Or was it just like, they're making this and then it just never saw the light of day?
Probably somebody said they were making it and then they got shot. They got killed by the fucking Death Note.
I remember, alright, now that I'm thinking, because the Geico Caveman, that was probably, 10 years ago? So it was just long enough ago that, like, the internet... It was prevalent, obviously, but like it wasn't as easy to verify details. I remember hearing that the main Geico Caveman was the kid who was the main son in Jungle to Jungle with Tim Allen.
The main? There was auxiliary sons
no.
in Jungle to Jungle?
But like, there was more than one kid in the movie.
The Jungle to Jungle son dies and it cuts to Tim Allen sitting there like Genya from fucking Evangelion and he's got tubes of cloned sons. And he's like, instrumentality shall be obtained. Jungle to Jungle, you cannot piss on the side of a toilet. I'm making all these great Evangelion jokes that you won't get. No. But maybe somebody watching it will. Oh. Somebody photoshopped Tim Allen with Genya's glasses on, holding his hands in front of him. Okay, well, as you can see, I haven't got hit yet, and I got double shot holy waters, so I'm not doing too bad for myself.
Okay, so it is Castlevania 2 that is like the widely considered the worst Castlevania.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's the next game on this NES.
Right.
Maybe I can play it if I have... No, I gave it all up. Now, the axe helps with this first boss because it's a giant bat.
So you can hit it up high.
Yeah. From what I remember of the Castlevania games, the more candles and enemies you kill with a weapon, the more likely you are to get a double and triple shot that lets you throw more than like one. His mouth is so big, his mouth is his head. He's like a Goldbat.
Yeah, that's exactly. He's a Goldbat.
He's I'm trying to make a Goldberg reference.
Goldbula.
Must not get hit on first level, so hot Canadian girlfriends think I'm cool. Yeah! Hey! They're like, oh, that Tenfey, my goodness. Gracious.
That's not a Canadian
accent. Decided him. Well, she's an import. She's not from Canada. She just lives there.
She just is in Canada.
She was like, oh, I got more excited than when the Timbits go on sale there.
Look at this map.
Son, we know where we are. Vaguely.
No.
Look, these poor... No, I was going to throw an axe at them. I picked up a better weapon, but I'm still angry about it. I want that big heart. No, don't disappear, please. No, I should have jump roped for it, and it would have stayed.
It didn't even...
Have you ever...
Jump rope for... Fuck you.
I used to make jump rope art references all that. Recording with you again is taking me back to old Tenfey. Back when Tenfey was good. Disclaimer.
We're going to make Tenfey great again.
Son, it's the best Tenfey, the best Let's Plays. Amazing. Crooked Tommy's not going to stop us.
Oh, damn it.
If I sold red Make Tenfey Great Again hats, do you think anyone would buy them?
Oh, for sure. At the very least, I would.
Cash money.
Hosier would, probably. Noah, maybe.
So knowing what you know about Castlevania, what do you think the plot to this game is? And why is this guy walking forward powerfully to fight Dracula?
Okay. So, what I know about Castlevania is the Belmonts, Simon and Alvin and Theodore.
Dude, fucking knives. Yeah, go ahead.
Is this a Belmont?
I just remembered Trigun and got angry, but go ahead. It's another joke you won't get. This is Simon Belmont. Okay. Belmondo.
Okay. So, isn't he just part of like a long line of people who hunt and kill Dracula? Or try to hunt and kill vampires in general?
I finally got hit. Yeah, they kill Draculas.
Is Dracula plural? Like, there's one Dracula, right? His name is Dracula, and he is a vampire.
I got hit once and I completely lost everything. Dracula is a vampire, and I guess he can technically make other vampires. He has a son, Alucard, who's half human, and...
Is he the one from Super Castlevania 4? Is that...
No, Dracula is the boss of the first 3 Castlevanias.
Okay. So clearly, even if you win, you're not very good at killing him.
Well, he keeps resurrecting. It's not my fault, Levi. Goddamn. He's a goddamn Dracula.
Did you know Dracula is the most commonly portrayed fictional character in film?
Did you know Muhammad Dracula is the most common name in the world? Why I got so bad again. My Canadian girlfriends have started watching and they're like, "Oh, Tenfey, I'm sorry, but I just can't keep watching."
They've turned off the French subtitles.
He makes the Gimli glider look like the Manitoba manatee. Goddamn Canadian girlfriends are so judgmental. Oh, that big heart! This all happened because I lost my boomerang and got the fucking knife.
Oh yeah, and this is another thing about these early Castlevanias that I
just walked off the cliff like I wanted to. Now, in my defense, Your Honor,
that was all part of the plan.
We're playing this on NES Classic that's being piped through an Elgato into a modern LCD television, so I might have some frame input.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. Sun was in my... I didn't eat a proper breakfast. That's even a lie. I ate a big bowl of Frosted Mini Wheats.
Oh, my God.
You can't get more proper than that.
That's true.
If a British man had appeared and said proper, it was a proper breakfast, even without beans and toast. The most British of all breakfasts.
So, one of the old game dumb things that this game does that I hate is that hearts are currency.
It's mainly Castlevania that does
that.
Yeah,
but what I mean by that is it's one of those things that makes no goddamn sense, but people have just accepted it as being a thing.
The health is meat in the walls.
Yeah,
so
that's fine, but make the fucking... You could literally just change the fucking graphic for the heart to, like, a coin or whatever, and it'd be fine.
You would enjoy the Sega Genesis, the only Genesis Castlevania called Bloodlines. Your sub-weapons use, like, little crystals instead of hearts. Oh. You'd be so proud. What? I'm trying to explain to Your Honor that it's not my fault.
What I like about when you fall like that is it's like you're being pulled via magnet to the center
of the earth. He falls faster than terminal velocity. Like Keanu Reeves surfing. I got 2 movies mixed up.
Yeah, you started mixing your Keanu Reeves metaphors.
There's a movie about skydivers that rob banks called Terminal Velocity. I know there is.
Oh, that's not Point Break?
Yeah.
That's not surfers.
I'm pretty sure it was made in reaction to Point Break.
Props.
Like, it's the Dunstan checks in of fucking Rob shit movies. Double boomerangs, baby! I'm back!
What's the Point Break in that Dunstan checks in analogy?
Heat.
What?
I'm Ocean's 11.
Ocean's checks in?
Yeah, Danny Ocean checks in.
Are these the Medusa heads that I
They're
always hear
the
people complain
worst
about?
part of Castlevania. I was doing great until all the Medusa heads showed up, took all our damn jobs.
God, just even when you walk off that little bit of a ledge and fall the 2-block distance, it's like you're fucking hyperspeed.
Alright, I've got triple boomerangs, so maybe I can get through this shit without dying if I just keep throwing them forever. No, they've got perfect evasion.
Just an impenetrable
Mark
wall.
Hamill here with, what's his name, telling him to use the Force. I was trying to think of the actor's name, but I don't know Obi-Wan's actor's name. Ben Kingsley.
What?
No goddamn watches!
What do the watches do?
I can temporarily freeze time, which sounds amazing if you're Jotaro Kujo. But it's terrible, because I'm Koichi. All I can do is make people's hands heavy.
What do the money bags give you?
Money, which is points, which doesn't do anything. You might earn an extra life, I guess.
So you have a currency for your weapons, which is hearts, and then you have an actual currency, which is useless.
Yeah. Alright, these fucking things kill you in one hit, so let's be careful.
Well, yeah, spikes coming from the wall, from the ceiling.
Oh, the time freeze effects, then. Well, that's slightly more useful. Now, I've learned as I get holy water and die. This game was set up by assholes. A bunch of Japanese assholes in the 80s. They were too busy snorting cocaine-laced sushi off a hooker's ass, and they were like, let's make a Castlevania.
Geisha's ass.
Oh, excuse me, I'm so
How
cultured.
fucking dare you? Oh, God.
The money. The money consumed me. Alright, this game isn't that hard, so I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Well, this game is hard in that it was designed to be that way to try and make it seem like you got more out of it than
Okay,
you
I
did.
can crouch on. The problem is I'm not utilizing all the tools God gave me.
But you can only
Like
crouch
legs.
Like
Magic
legs.
leg. I wanted the one heart and I died for it. Like an idiot.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, the true enemy isn't Dracula, it's human greed.
That's...
What is a man, Levi? A miserable pile of hearts and dollars.
I was going to try and do some Mulan quotes, but I haven't seen Mulan in a long time. Oh,
Why does that has a force field around it? Fucking Geordie LaForge couldn't reverse engineer some tachyons to get through that shit.
Maybe Simon Belmont's a hemophiliac, and so he just gets close to the spikes and then just immediately starts bleeding to death.
Is that how hemophilia works? Is hemophilia like one Russian family that they're trying to keep alive? Like it's one dynasty?
Oh, are you talking about how, like, when royal families, like, interbreed, they basically keep alive diseases that would no longer exist otherwise?
Yeah, like, I feel like there's this Russian, like, lineage that everyone born into it is a horrific hemophiliac, but they're like, they gotta keep it going. Putin's there sitting on a horse with no shirt on. He's like, you keep fucking, not get cut. Or I cut you.
Have you seen that commercial? It's one of those, like, Ancestry.com commercials, and this woman's like, oh, I plugged in my grandparents' name, and it gave me this tree, and I found out, like, I did, like, she says, like, my 10 times great aunt, or whatever the fuck. I like she says that.
Or as they called her, Lynchy Susan.
She was like, oh, he was George Washington's aunt.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I'm related to George Washington. Like, bitch, everybody's related to George Washington because he had a billion kids.
He's the
slaves.
Genghis Khan of fucking colonial America. They couldn't stop fucking people.
Him and Thomas Jefferson.
They were trying to sign the Declaration, and they were like, George, please get off that horse back long enough to sign this piece of paper. And he's like, eat a dick. I didn't sail across the goddamn frozen river and not fuck this whore. No! God damn it.
Damn.
This game is impossible. Why is the first level so easy? Because they hook you in. It's the Japanese developers in an alley. It's like, hey kid, you want to slay a Jaguar? Like, do I?
I don't know.
It's like a first one a free. You get to axe. Canadian girlfriend think it's so hot.
I was gonna say it's like Ghouls and Ghosts, but the first level of Ghouls and Ghosts is fucking impossible.
Ghosts and Goblins is on this piece of shit, so we're gonna have to play it. Like, no, they couldn't find 30 good games to put on this fucking thing.
Welcome to the beginning of the end of Tenfey, the channel.
Yeah. I bought all this fucking laptop and shit so I could go to my friends' houses and record, and I'd fucking just to kill the channel. Did you see Ben Heck's show finally ended?
No. I know who that is, but like I know the name. That's about it.
He's the guy that would like reverse engineer consoles to make them portable and shit.
Right.
He's been doing it for like 10 fucking... No, I think it was like 8 years. And I checked his channel for the first time in like a month or 7. And he was like, last thing, the portable Atari. And then he was done.
And he's just stopped making videos?
He just rode off into the sunset.
He must have got a real job.
No, I think... his show was created. It's part of some website called Element 14, where they do It's like a site where you would buy shit to do electronics and such. And his show is supposed to draw people to it, but his show became like too popular and like overshadowed it. And so they were like, we must put it in. I think it's the first time I've ever gotten past this fucking thing. And they're goddamn ghosts and bats. This place, how did they pass inspection? Just because it's a hell castle that resurrects once every 100 years doesn't mean you ain't got to fucking have proper electrical work there.
It was the 80s.
So Ocean Nightmare, that's true. It's one of them 80s castles. It needs more pastels. There's a goddamn triple shot by accident. Okay, triple shot holy water. How could I lose?
Oh. What the Perfect. So exciting.
Have you seen the bird that gets angry at blueberries?
Yes.
God, I feel so close to him. Right then. Okay, you motherfucker with your two dragon ass heads. I always throw fire past him. There. It's the easiest fucking game ever made. The kids beat this game all the fucking time.
That is probably true.
It's like eating your vegetables.
What do you think the speedrun world record is for this game?
Like 8 minutes.
It can't be that quick, right? Because he
short...
only walks so fucking far.
Yeah,
it's so fast.
It's actually a pretty short game if you're not terrible at it.
Basically, just don't die, and you'll beat it in like 20 minutes.
There you go. All you have to do is walk forward.
Yeah, dumb shit.
Yeah, goddamn. I forgot we were talking about me. Now I feel bad. Okay, Medusa's head.
I don't like it.
Okay, I need you to be close to the floor so I can triple shot your ass with this fucking water. Must always throw holy water. I've only got 2 left.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah!
Nice.
God damn, I'm good. Canadian girlfriends are back. They're like, oh, Littlest Hobo Marathon was on, but I guess I'll change the channel for a brief moment. Watch the Tenfey. Don't you know?
I think another reason I wouldn't have played this game as a kid is I could definitely see myself being scared by this game as a kid.
It's a spook. Castlevania 3 was spooked me when I was a kid. I was like, oh, Lord, help me. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Like the fucking Friday the 13th game.
God damn, that game will scare you now because it's awful.
Yeah. It scares you for different reasons.
Have you played the modern one? The, like, online one?
I've seen it played.
It's
like that other game that's out.
It's I think it's free on PS Plus this month.
Oh yeah, I think I did see that. But I feel like every game that comes out, we were talking about this before you hit record. It's like a game comes out and does a thing, and then another game comes out and does that thing similarly.
Dunson checks in the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Or as they call it, Point Break syndrome.
But I feel like the Friday the 13th game did that. There's another one that again came out before that. It's basically the same.
He was too powerful.
He was 1 pixel above your whip.
Okay, so I've never actually seen Point Break. Do they rob banks by surfing, or do they just happen to surf?
They just are a group of surfers who.
They're like, whoop. No, I forgot he doesn't automatically walk down the stairs. God damn it, Keanu Reeves. Is that the one where they wear Nixon masks?
Yeah, or just president masks. Yeah.
And then guy climbs a fence, and Keanu Reeves angrily shoots in the sky.
Yes.
And then Nick Frost references it in Hot Fuzz.
That's 100% correct.
I knew everything. I'm the Highlander.
They also remade Point Break maybe like 5 years ago.
Point Break 2.
It's not great.
Additional points broken.
2 Point Break.
2 Point Break. Good. That's like an actual joke that some asshole on TV would make.
Fast break.
I hope that's in your monologue the next episode of Levi Tonight.
Seen this? Heard about this?
Yeah. Oh, yes. It's Point Break 2.0. Oh, yeah. AOL, keyword, Point Break. Am I able to get you? There's too much shit on the screen! Oh! Fuck you! No!
Is that a bird?
Yes, birds are assholes.
This also does the fucking thing that I hate of this generation of games where the screen scrolls as you move, and the strategy is, we'll just put an enemy to the edge of the screen so that if you try to jump over a fucking gap, then that enemy will just come and attack you in midair.
I didn't realize it was going to bring up all these
games have gotten better than this.
Some of them, shit happens. What if Call of Duty had side-scrolling screen that the enemy spawn? You're like, this goddamn Russian terrorist on this ledge. Doing Spetsnaz backflips and throwing hatchets at me. Do you think the Spetsnaz do backflip hatchet tosses just for, like, anything? Like they turn the TV off or...
That's just their default.
Yeah.
They're so good at it.
It's like
second nature.
It's like The Simpsons where Homer gets a gun and so he's, like, using it to do
turn
everything.
the lights off.
Yeah. Ivan just backflipping down the house.
Ivan.
It's the most Russian of all names. Mikhail. I'll throw that in there too.
That's it, like...
I wouldn't wipe my ass with that pocket watch.
So what do you have right now? Holy water?
I have double shot holy water. Hell yeah. Triple shot holy water coming at you live on the 5s. Be the third color and get burned in righteous hellfire. Fuck all of you and your goddamn light-ass bones.
Is there a definite best weapon, or is it situational?
It's situational. Generally, the boomerang is good, because if you get triple shot boomerang, you can just spam that shit. Now, this holy water is great for any boss that stands on the ground, because you can just, like I did Medusa Head, I stun like the shit out of it. Which is why every boss now is hanging from the Goodyear blimp. If this fucking collapses behind me, I thought it was going to collapse behind me, so I power walked into a bird.
Did they have the technology for collapsing bridges back then?
Son, you had to buy the fucking 64 DD and slap that shit on there.
So does the triple shot mean you get to shoot 3
I can have
only costing 1?
No, it means I can throw 3 at a time.
Without having to wait for it to dissipate. Got it.
I need meat out of the walls. Goddamn fucking PETA.
Get that wall chicken.
No, stop. Don't be under me. Got him. D'd up.
Oh, Jesus.
What an asshole.
Okay.
Don't come back. I'm your good friend, Simon Bellamundo. There's Dracula's castle in the background. Look at that perspective. It's like Breath of the Wild all of a sudden. Must get close enough. Oh, good. Look, I was in the perfect parabola. Those are mummies! And they're going to be... Oh, look at you, secret mummy knife. I think you're so goddamn clever.
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing that people get mad at in this game, right? Is you can only have one weapon at a time.
Yeah,
so
they put all these terrible ones. Okay, I have the triple shot holy water, which is good here, but the problem is I have very low HP.
Oh, Jesus. He's shooting toilet paper at you.
Oh, God! No, Lord help me. Okay, oh, the tides have turned. Oh, no, the tides came back. I forgot they're cyclical. That was a double shot there. I don't even got a weapon. Now I'm going to get there and have fucking 2 dildos to rub together, try to make a fire. Is all I'm going to have to fight these fucking mummies. Goddamn birds! Birds are the worst NES enemies.
Oh, yeah. Anything that can fly or move across gaps.
Ah! Okay, we did it.
Also, that only looks like a bird when it's perched before it starts flying.
Well, they only had like 1/2 of 2 frames to fucking animate the goddamn thing. I can't time my shit correctly. God, I'm gonna get to these mummies and be on life support. The mummies are gonna be like, man, we gotta get this guy to a fucking hospital.
This is not a great color palette either.
Egoraptor loves it if you watch his fucking thing, sequelitis.
I'm also not a huge fan of orange, generally.
It's my favorite color. Good day, sir. Get out of your house. There's no way I'm gonna beat these fucking mummies with this goddamn shitty knife. Okay, if I live up here, they can't hit me, but I can't hit them either.
You're in a forever stalemate.
Alright, let's think about this.
Can you get a time's up death?
Yeah, if timer's like, you just die. It's a Nintendo game, son. They don't want you standing around. You got to go learn how to work in a factory or something. Okay. Whatever the hell they wanted kids to do in the 80s. Well, this is the easiest fucking boss fight in the game.
Are they a boss?
Yeah. I accidentally beat them. Canadian girlfriends are on fucking Lachulian.
This does do something that I like in old games, in that it just has the enemy health bar up there, even when there is not one around the boss, because it's very it's like foreshadowing.
Son, you cannot fast travel in enemy life. We fell down a pit. I didn't even get a choice in this matter.
Well,
I'm just a pit boy now.
Pit boy.
Oh, why do hearts fall?
Why do hearts fall?
Time. It's warrior still. No, don't kill me. I'm on a magic floating platform. Okay. Jesus, Lord help me. That sounds like something Simon Belmont would actually say.
Jesus, Lord help me.
Yeah, maybe not in such southern twang. Why ain't there no southern Belmont? It's like, Lord have mercy, them Draculars.
Southern Belmont, I get it.
You'd think those skeletons I could stand on, but you can't.
Oh, that's horseshit.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they taught you that in the platforms previously, because you were just walking by the ones. So you fucking game feel.
Exactly.
Immersion. Fucking...
Do they still make immersion at Rooster Teeth?
I don't think so.
Why do they do it? I listen to the podcast, but I don't know anything they do. They have like $1 Million But.
Yeah.
And there's like, that's because there's so many people there that I don't know or care about.
I'm like 20 episodes behind on the podcast just because.
If Bernie Burns isn't on it, I just skip it.
Yeah, pretty much. There has to be at least 2 of Bernie, Gus, Gavin, and then like someone else that I like. If there's not at least 2 of them, I just don't.
I'll take the axe. Oh, you have my. Oh God, help! Why? I hate flea men, is what they're called, or hunchbacks.
What is picking up the
They're
rosary
gooses.
necklace, dude? Jesus Christ!
Ah! I was one of those tomatoes. God, there we go. We can do it, Levi. If we believe in the heart of the cards and the.
This game makes me uncomfortable.
Oh! Oh! There was no avoiding it.
It's like me playing fucking Contra.
Yeah. Oh God, OMG, Bill and Lance. That's an old ass Tenfey callback.
I actually watched that recently because you put up that playlist of all the videos.
Oh yeah, for anyone watching this who doesn't keep an eye on my channel, because why would you? I made a playlist of every Tenfey video in release order. It's like 1,200 videos, so just leave that on.
You put up a lot of videos.
There's so much going on. Why do people like this? Ah! God damn these fucking 80s. I want that power up. Well, I almost had it.
The 80s. Which your video count is slightly falsely inflated because of the early days when you had to break up your videos into 10-minute segments.
Yeah, I guess. You're gonna fucking shame me for it. God damn. No, I made my own worst enemy.
Oh no.
I froze. It's like someone punched me in the dick and I froze them the moment A8 impacts. So I can feel it forever.
These games do have a very like Looney Tunes type feel though, where like sometimes it feels like you freeze in midair for a brief moment.
God help me. This is they like sat down by committee and designed this to be as fucking infuriating as possible.
I think how these games were built back then is the same way that like people make Mario Maker levels now, where they just run forward and put an enemy there, and then jump and put like a fucking spike where you're gonna land.
Well, they probably had 45 minutes to make the damn game, so I could see why. I'll take that, thank you. So I can immediately die and lose it.
God, your fucking superpower-esque way of getting to the ground.
No!
Oh, Jesus!
Why not make it slightly closer? OSHA could not have improved the fucking layout of this goddamn cast.
Also, why can't Simon Belmont swim?
I don't know. Why can't Metroid crawl? Why did Halo invent FPS? God damn it! At least I game over 4 seconds into the fucking level. Okay, this is the easiest fucking game ever.
Are your lives even on the screen at any point?
It's that P underneath my hearts. That's how many players I have, I guess.
Oh, I thought that was your the
power?
money bags, but that's your score. Getting the money bags adds to your score, which does nothing.
It makes me feel good about myself.
Yeah. Gotta put that shit into Twin Galaxies.
Simon Belmont. Oh god, and then Billy Mitchell would be like, I did it better 100 years ago in a barn while 3 girls were sucking my dick. It's like, do you have any videos? Like, no.
Here's a VHS. Here's a Betamax tape.
God.
If you can find something to play it.
Good fucking luck. It's on a mini disc.
It's on a UMD.
You need one of them Panasonic GameCubes to watch it. Have you ever seen those?
Is that the thing that the Zelda games were on?
No, it's like this silver.
No, that's the CDI.
It's like this silver high-end GameCube that can play DVDs. Shit. They only came out in Japan.
Oh, is it like a partnership between Panasonic and Nintendo? Oh, I was like, what the fuck just happened?
I forgot that for the brief moment I could Zawardo the shit out of that fucking bat. That bat was Yoshikage Kira, and I was the ambulance running over his fucking head. I'll never stop making anime references when I'm around you, Levi. They're too good. Don't walk on me! God damn it! What can I do? Can't whip up! I got fucking cream kink in my neck. So I can't whip up.
The fishmen, they look like the movie monster from the episode of Doug, where he...
The abnormal?
Yeah, that's what he looks like.
Freaky shit. Fine, I'll take this axe.
Or whatever.
Yeah, Gimli's watching and he's like, this shit just got good. Elf, get in here.
Subscribe.
Yes. Smash if that like button.
That fucking platform got closer the last time. Like the first time.
Well, right then it got close, but then 750 fucking enemies. Dracula was off screen with a 5-gallon bucket full of bats just shaking it at me. God, I'm glad I never played this game as a kid. I'd have a heart condition.
Yeah, this is the kind of game I would have thrown away immediately. I would have taken this shit to the pawn shop and traded it in for some fucking...
And they'd have been like, we can give you 8 nickels for it. Damn it, Chumbly. I fucking hate those shows. Now, Comic Book Man, that's a show for classic gentlemen. But, do you still listen to Tell 'em Steve Dave? When he just walks on you, there is nothing you can do.
Well, because I assume you are jumping backwards automatically.
When you get hit, you fly backwards. And when you jump, I mean, that's just your jump arc. You can't do anything.
Yeah.
So you can't, like, jump and hit him and do shit. You've just got to let him walk on your head and kill you. While, what's his name that made this shit? Ishitaki, or whatever his fucking name is just laughing. Him and Miyazaki and Hideo Kojima watching Tenfey videos fucking dying. Shitting their pants laughing so fucking hard at this bullshit I have to go through.
Okay, 2 things. One, I do still listen to Tell 'em Steve Dave, but I am behind. I get on like kicks where I'll listen to like 40 episodes of one show. Well,
somebody go back and watch that frame by frame and see the bullshit I just experienced.
Also, this game came out after the original Mario, which you could control yourself mid-flight or whatever while you're jumping.
Yeah.
That's what's amazing to me. Like, people make excuses for these kind of games a lot. Talking about, like, how it was like a trailblazing thing and it was like Wild West or whatever. Like, better shit existed before this game came out.
I mean, I could say I know why the jump is like that. I mean, the game is built around it as part of the, like, difficulty, but it's also horseshit and terrible.
But it's part of the difficulty.
It's just intentional terribleness.
Yes, it's part of the difficulty in that they made a short game that they needed to extend, so they made it more difficult.
It is based on an arcade game called, like, Dracula's Castle.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Also, the Japanese name of the Castlevania series is Demon Castle Dracula, which is like
shit.
Dracula no Deisu Kawaii Senpai, I believe is how they pronounce it. God damn it.
Ooh, this is going well.
We might have to start cheating like motherfuckers, because this thing has save states.
Oh, the NES itself? Yeah.
I would use unfortunately the watch power. It takes 5 hearts, so you can't just fucking spam that shit, or else I would just keep it the whole fucking level.
So they preemptively nerfed the watch before they even released the shit.
They give you the hope to take it away. It's like Bane putting you in the bottom of a hole. He knows it won't hurt as bad unless you have hope. God damn. The only thing saved me right there was
the spike.
Yeah, too big to fail. Couldn't even finish my shitty analogy. This game is not easy. It's as easy as being cheesy is, and neither one of them is particularly easy.
And, okay. It's gonna sound like I'm just shitting on this game, which
I am.
Me. Yeah. But, which I am, because I don't have any kind of nostalgia for it, because I never played it. But I am not a fan of games, like Mega Man is a good example, where you... Basically, the difficulty comes from just learning the pattern of a level, because it's the same regardless. Yeah. I feel like this isn't that. This is just bullshit that you just get fucking... Shit gets thrown at you, and there's not really a pattern to it. Like, there is, but to a degree, it's still kind of random. And so you just kind of have to get lucky and also learn patterns of the enemies and whatnot.
Son, you have to get good.
Yeah. You have to get better.
Yeah, it's not a game to play when you're bad at video games. So I'm glad that I chose to play it as a return to form for the Tenfey channel. People waited 3 goddamn months for this bullshit. I don't want to just be a guy that's like, man, the game is such and such, but there's a lot of bullshit in this. Like the way these bats keep coming at the perfect fucking angle.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't matter if when they hit you, Simon didn't fly backward into the fucking Earth's core.
Holy God! All right.
Good thing I have 0 lives. I gotta get through this hellscape. Goddamn Vietnam flashback. I got the fucking tropes through here.
Yeah, it looks like rice patties in the background.
Yeah, see, they knew. They'd seen Platoon. There was a terrible Platoon NES game. This was the prototype for you. Get the fuck off of me.
What are these things?
They're called, in the later games they're called flea men, but in this one they're usually called like the hunchback. But those are like albatrosses or geese that fly them in, because geese are assholes.
They're big old birds. Geese are assholes. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Ah, he's so perfectly poised to be an asshole. I'll take that, thank you, sir. May I have none? He turns into so many hearts when he dies.
Oh, nice.
Alright, well, I reached a checkpoint, but I'm just gonna die anyway. A gnat fart of HP, and now a spooky ghost is probably going to appear. And then I get a knife. They give you all this nice shit, so they throw the knife at you. The knife has no reason to be in a game. It's just objectively terrible. Like, it's there as a punishment. It's an enemy.
Does it do the same amount of damage as your whip?
Not your fully powered whip.
Fully powered whip.
Well, you'll notice I keep picking up these little things that make him glow for a second, and then my whip gets more spiky and longer. Because when you spawn, you have this leather whip. And then 2 of these flail power-ups upgrade it.
Gotcha.
That's something they kept all the way through Castlevania 4.
Is it Castlevania 4 that introduces the whip going every fucking direction?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it's much better than this horse shit.
Got those points!
Thank God. It's such a perfect storm of bullshit. George Clooney driving a shrimp boat through his fucking catacombs. Trying to kill Dracula for the fish spoil. God damn it.
Like, there's no fucking way you can't get damaged at least a little bit going through that little section.
Yeah. I got the satchel of money. Does any of this have meat in it? Of course not. Why would the good Lord bless us with meat when he could fuck us in the ass instead?
Was that Philippians or?
Yeah, Galatians. See, this part, as hard as it was, at least it's not as bad. The beginning of this fucking level is a goddamn nightmare.
Yeah. Which really, I feel like the reason the beginning is such a pain in the ass is because you're over water, and so there's no room for error. Get fucked!
Now my whip is girthy. You can whip his fireballs, but it depends on the angle they come at you. Look at cash money. Well, I got more lives this time.
Look
so
at all this useless cash money.
We'll avoid the knife. It's the opposite of AVGN. Don't get the knife.
It's the second one.
Yeah. Trying to get a double shot.
Oh.
There we go. No, why do you have to go into the floor? Goddamn quantum physics! There's a triple shot. Oh boy.
And then half the fucking hearts he dropped went into the ether.
I don't know what it takes to get a guy who's dead. I got to get a pork chop out of the wall with some fucking Heinz 57 and applesauce. Triple shot madness. God damn, did I hate this game. What a piece of shit.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I forgot you don't have anything, so we'll take it. All the hearts. So many knives.
Yeah. Symphony of the Night was the first Castlevania to make the knife useful because you could throw like 1,000,000 of them a second.
Oh, really? It's like a machine gun?
And if you were Richter doing his item crash, which is like a super powered move, I think we're at the fucking goddamn boss is a hunchback with the Frankenstein hung on him. The thing's got more HP than the other ones do.
The Symphony of the Night PS1?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's when I started to like. Oh, God, Jesus. When I started to realize Castlevania was a thing.
Yeah, Symphony of the Night is good. I like that style of Castlevania better because it's just less horse shit. It's different because it's like Metroid basically.
Yeah. You
explore the castle and shit.
That's what I was gonna ask. It's sort of, it's not open world necessarily, but it's like a big castle and you're just going to different parts of the castle.
Yeah.
Like, and you go back and forth and like traverse the same areas over. Jesus.
I don't understand how you're supposed to get through all this without fucking taking a shitload of damage.
What does the cross necklace do?
It kills all the enemies on the screen.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's never useful because you always get it at like the end of a room anyway.
And I assume
it's just a giant fuck you, basically.
I assume it just triggers as soon as you pick it up.
You can't deeps race him because he deals like 4 hearts or 4 life bars, with each hit.
Jesus.
And it wouldn't matter if he didn't have Igor Stuff and Puff there on his shoulder. Fucking shit and fireballs everywhere.
Frankenberry.
Yeah. Have you gotten any of them monster cereals?
Yeah, we have some Booberry.
That's like the most loose stuff. Why do they have to make it an enemy that does such small damage, but they're like, oh, it just kills you anyway because fuck you and pits. We win. We're the best. We'll show you. Tommy Tompkerson in 3rd grade. It's like, damn, this game is so vindictive towards one person. You probably never played it.
Yeah. They died like 3 years before this game came out.
I don't know why. That's just so much better. If Tommy Tompkerson is watching, leave a comment.
First, like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Or like
smash that bell.
Anymore.
God, smash that bell and then tell me to kill myself. Speaking of which, if I die, we might as well just get full lives.
Yeah. I've definitely done that in games.
Yeah, oh no, my score reset.
Oh.
Hot Canadian Girlfriend's fucking drying up.
Billy Mitchell.
Yeah.
He's already slept with her.
And in record time.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even notice because we've been fucking running our mouths. I didn't notice that when you used to watch it. Like, it has a sound.
Makes
cue.
a little doot.
Yeah. Doot. Hurt dirt. Does the watch stop the platforms from moving?
No.
Okay.
Surprisingly.
That would be horseshit.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's not... There's no platform there for you to walk on.
They got Game Sharks and shit built into them. They can just do whatever the fuck they want. Just spoil rotten. There's Kim Jong-un and goddamn fucking merman up there. And say and do whatever the hell they want. How did I get through that without taking damage? Did I get good at a game all of a sudden?
No.
Between the last game over and this one, we actually paused and I played 16 hours in a simulator.
It's a week later.
At the bottom of a swimming pool with weights on my arms and legs.
You're in a full immersion rig like Ready Player One.
Yeah. I'm temporarily invincible. I think the game adjusted the difficulty to patronize me because this has been the easiest run we've gotten.
One, there's not been a single one of those birdmen that came from the back.
You got your horseshit angled fireballs, though.
That's evergreen.
It's like, because he shoots them in certain ways that I don't understand how they're expecting you to not get hit by them.
Yeah.
I'll take that double shot. Mochiate, tall, blonde, and handsome. I like my drinks like I like Hitler's ideal race. Tall and blonde. Oh, thank God that the Tenfey channel is never going to be successful.
Or you're never going to run for office.
Yeah. Oh boy, a triple shot. I can't wait for Frankenstein to laugh at me while I throw holy water at him and Igor just fucking grabs my dick. Because he loves that shit.
Oh, this is like Igor.
Well, it's a Frankenstein with a hunchback on him, so I assume it's a reference to Igor the hunchback. Well, you can't get to him because of the perfectly engineered bullshit. They studied human psychology for 70 years to determine what we hate the most, and then they built a fucking video game around it. This is a goddamn... They dropped this shit into China in World War II. It was one of the atrocities Japan committed.
This game does feel more and more like a social experiment.
Yes. They took people and told them they were prisoners, and the other ones were prison guards, and then made them play Castlevania.
All of them.
Yeah.
It's like, what was the point of the whole guards, prisoners thing?
And then they gave LSD to a dolphin, and it fucked them. God, I can't even get to fucking Frankenstein.
Oh, Jesus.
I didn't think we'd be spending all day playing this shitty game. I'm probably going to give up here in a minute.
I thought we'd split it between this one and the sequel shitty game.
Yeah. No, the second one, I'll never say another bad word about it because it's boring and awful, but it's not bullshit like this.
It's not cheap.
Yeah. Fucking Aaron Hansen doesn't know what he's fucking talking about. I don't know how much better this one is. Well, let's watch the Game Grumps playthrough of it.
Have they done one? I assume they've done the original one.
Yeah. Maybe Jontron's hiding in the background. You're not allowed to acknowledge him. Here we are, one hit from dead. Oh boy. Hey Igor, hey Frankie. How y'all doing? Don't touch me, my God. Oh! Yep.
Danny actually made a what I thought was very funny reference to John on a recent video when they were playing Majora's Mask.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. he gave Aaron some shit about like, you know, not paying attention to like a help screen or whatever, and Danny was like, "Oh, so you're..." It's like basically he just calls him out like he normally does, where he's like, "Oh, you're gonna skip that, and then later you're gonna not gonna know how to do it, and you're gonna be like, this game's bullshit." And Aaron's like, "Yeah, that's Game Grumps. Have you ever watched an episode of Game Grumps before?" And Danny goes, "Never." And then there's a pause, and he goes, "I lost interest when John left the show."
Yeah, that's beautiful.
That's a good joke.
That's a good moment. Whip power up.
Danny's the only reason I watch that show.
See this heart right there? That should be a meat.
Yeah, it absolutely should.
They should patch
right before.
They should have patched this NES game. I want a game star code that just says makes one heart meat, and I'd be like, the game's possible. Then. So I guess Igor, you can hit him and stun him, but you can't kill him because Lord knows it's not a hard enough game without this fucking horse shit flying around you.
So the Frankenstein monster is the boss. That's who actually has the health bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, next game over, I'll just quit. Because fuck this is horse shit. God, this is fucking awful. I didn't realize how bad this game was.
It's just super cheap.
Yeah.
And I will also say, this is very much a Sons of my Eyes situation. In my experience with the NES Classic, I feel like it's not as responsive as the original.
Well, no, because you're playing it on... I wasn't joking when I said we're playing it on LCD, like being fed through an Elgato and a controller with an extension cord plugged into it. It causes like milliseconds of feedback. And in a game as brutal as this, that shit fucking matters. The fact that you can't walk off of that until like... It's got to be a tool-assisted speed run to time walking onto a platform. God damn.
That's what Sandy has we have the Crash Insane trilogy, the PS4 like remaster of the Crash Bandicoot games, because they're some of Sandy's favorite games, and the remasters of those are fucking impossible because the hitbox for like platforms and stuff are so much smaller that you have to like pinpoint every single jump and enemy attack.
Yeah, they didn't do a good job of like transferring that shit.
Sandy doesn't care. She fucking runs through that shit.
Son, she's got to write her fan fiction. There's a bat. I know there is. There will be bat. There he is. Trying to drink my fucking milkshake. Alright.
And then, just shit like the fucking skull blocks that it's very clear they want you to think that you can walk on them.
Yeah, and they're like, got to you good, you fucker. I'm a Japanese farva. I haven't seen Super Troopers 2 yet.
I haven't either. It didn't come out anywhere around here because we live in
Tommy's had it downloaded forever, but he's impossible to hang out with in an environment where we can watch it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, we're not getting the fucking RNG we got that first last time.
No.
We're asshole deep in Hunchbacks. It's goddamn Quasimodo fanfic. Then there's this asshole.
This might be the bats are bullshit and all that, but this might be the cheapest enemy in the game.
It's just fucking awful. It'd be okay if he didn't shoot those fucking fireballs that come at impossible angles that can't actually be calculated by fucking modern technology. Or so I've been led to believe. This is just a theory. A game theory. Every character stands from Undertale. Give me $40 million. In a world. I have full whip. Doesn't matter, because as we've learned, if I get here with a triple shot, this motherfucker just kills me anyway, so who gives a shit?
Yeah, the fact that there's basically a mini boss in the room before the fucking boss.
And if this was Meat, I might have a chance. Meat the Fockers was inside of there. I'd be fucking trying to milk a cat. Alright, you Frankenstein-looking fucking asshole.
I was thinking
the triple shot holy water might make it possible. Okay, see,
Jesus.
If you get there exactly that's the thing. The game is you have to have the exact right fucking circumstances.
Yeah, you got to have all your fucking dip switches in the right position.
Yeah, the moon has to hit your eye like a big pizza pie.
Jupiter in retrograde.
Yeah. Did you know they discovered a dwarf planet named Goblin?
All right, clarify. They discovered a dwarf planet, and somebody who fucking was looking through the telescope said, "I think that looks like a goblin."
Goblin. It's a goblin.
Unless the alternative being they saw it through the telescope and it had Goblin written on it.
I think what happened is some intern saw Pluto and forgot that it used to be a planet, and he was like, "It's a goddamn planet."
Some intern born in 2002.
Andy, it's a planet. And he's like, "Now, Donnie, you know that dwarf planet ain't considered a full planet." He's like, "God darn it, Andy, we're gonna nip it in the bud." Aunt B, put a pie on the windowsill. Where's that little youngers who grew up directing Aunt Man's? This is Andy Griffin moment brought to you by Tenfey. I haven't got a chance to get mad at this level yet, so let's see how far we get.
I will say, as a kid, I probably would have taken forever to progress in this level because I would not have immediately saw those white stairs in the wall.
You got reverse color blindness. You're black-white blind.
Jesus. That'd be fucking impossible.
Come on, wall meat! Oh, wall meat. Why do
What's
you always
the point of
let
this
me down?
section?
Why have a wall if there's no meat in it? Red skeletons always get back up. They love that shit. I guess they're soaked in the blood of additional skeletons.
So they're like dry bones. You can't kill them.
Yep. You can only make them stronger.
And there's these fucking guys hanging on the wall.
Yeah, apparently they weren't good enough to get reanimated. Come on, wall meat. Fine, I don't want your shitty wall meat. I bet it's overcooked. Fucking well done ass wall meat.
Salmonella.
You drink a bottle of ranch dressing with it, not choke. Then there's these assholes, these fucking knights that back up and throw. They do Spetsnaz fucking axe throws at you. God damn.
They're backflipping so fast.
No triple shot holy water. Every time you die, death shows up and strips your corpse.
Yeah.
He can back off the screen, but then I guess he didn't come back. It's the sequel to Sometimes They Come Back, called Sometimes They Don't.
Sometimes they do.
It's like, yeah, I mean, I said sometimes. Jesus. Okay.
Bye, 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 bye.
I can't tell if he's getting his HP back when he like walks off screen.
It counts as him respawning.
Yeah.
Wall
meat.
Fucking surprise.
There's like 2 wall meats in this game, and Willy Wonka hid them in fucking chocolate bars. And
one's in the first
country.
level, one's in the fucking end credits.
Got to hire a bunch of ladies to open walls in a factory until they find a meat to give to me, and then I can be spoiled rotten. Here's a controversial hot take on the Tenfey channel. I like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory more than the original Willy Wonka.
I don't agree, but I've heard that take before. I like the Charlie and Chocolate Factory one, like the fucking the Johnny Depp one.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, I like that one.
I'd rather watch that than the Willy Wonka one. I mean, the Willy Wonka one is part of pop culture mainly because Family Guy references in it every other episode, but it's just, I mean, yeah, world pure imagination. That's nice. Schnozberries, etc. That's hilarious. So you get in a boat and then trip balls.
I like the original better. Mainly for Gene Wilder's performance and the music, which I'm not even a musical fan, but I like the music in the original.
I like the little Filipino Oompa Loompas.
I also appreciate that they gave more than one little person a job to film the original, whereas they just hired one dude to be all the Oompa Loompas.
Well, maybe it's a lot of them that look like that.
I don't understand the hate of the Johnny Depp one, though.
Well, because everybody's
it's
fucking...
not the original.
Yeah, everybody's got to have the original. Excuse me, sir. I know you reanimate, but I still hit you. I've got a goddamn memory. I'm so happy. Of course, I have to climb up this fucking nightmare, and Frank fucking never climbed up such a terrifying set of stairs. So I got to come up here. I don't even know what this is supposed to mean. I got 47 hearts. Good thing I'm going to die immediately. I better meet this wall. Oh, thank you.
Thank the fucking... And I give you like 3 squares of health.
It's just grizzled. Alright, here's the fucking nightmare hallway that Egoraptor talks about in Sequelitis.
Oh, yeah. With every annoying enemy.
Yeah.
Is there bats in here, too?
No, the Medusa heads are like bats, but worse, so they figured they didn't need them, surprisingly. Fuck me! Is there ain't some shit going on, son? Yeah, goddamn. They don't expect much.
Whew.
You're right, though, that video games were just short back then, and you had to justify the $750 of 80s money you spent on a Nintendo game, so...
It's the same, it's the fucking arcade quarter muncher logic that they still use.
I actually played a modern video game recently. I played through the Spider-Man PS4 game.
What'd you think?
I liked the swinging around and shit. The combat was fucking tedious and awful.
That seems to be the consensus.
It was just pump. They should have come with a special edition controller that was just one big turbo square button.
It's just the jump kick controller.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems to be the consensus from people, aside from the people who are like, this is the greatest game ever made, which I don't trust anyone who says that
Toby
about any
Parker.
game. Yeah.
Sam Raimi.
But, like,
God, it was cheap, fucking ass Medusa.
Everything I've watched of it, it seems really satisfying to at least swing through the city and all that shit.
There was some sadistic shit went into designing this fucking corridor.
Yeah. It's not even like this is the final fucking boss or anything.
I mean, the boss is at the end of this, but I'm not going to have enough health to fight him.
Yeah.
I think it's the Grim... It might be the Grim Reaper. Somehow avoided that. I'll still never know how I did it. I need an episode of How It's Made showing how I got past that shit. Like, then Ben gets high blood pressure. At this point, he shits just a little. Okay, get out here and fight me, you fucking coward. Look at this! 1/2 of 2 seconds!
I feel like there was a video I watched of yours recently where you make that joke about how every video, behind the scenes, every video you're wearing a diaper because you shit just a little bit.
It sounds like something I would say, so I believe it. I say so much shit. Every now and then somebody watching an old Tenfey video will like say something laughed or was funny, but they never put a timestamp. So I'm always like, what are you talking about? I say so much shit.
I need to know more.
Yeah.
I gotta fucking curate my brand.
On the screens from Starship Troopers, and I'd like to know more. Alright, wall meat, full HP. I'm gonna walk up here and Medusa's gonna fly straight up my asshole. Yep, there she is.
Wow, from the fucking back.
Yeah. Stop backing away! Scott Bakula never backed up fucking much.
What if it was a Castlevania game where the final enemy was Scott Bakula?
I wouldn't know who the hell he is, because I only know his name.
I think he's in Sliders.
Okay, somehow got through this nightmare hellscape so that Grim Reaper...
shot.
Alright, it's Grim Reaper time. Because I'm Grim Reaper tired. I
damn
want to be up here so
Final
bad.
boss.
Yeah, it better be. It's not, but spoiler, it's Dracula. Hashtag not all Draculars. Okay.
Now, is he some bullshit enemy where, like, only a part of him gets hurt?
No,
Or
but
you just
the
hit him
problem
down?
is these scythes spawn randomly around the room.
Whew.
This level's still not as bad as the last one.
No.
Even when it starts you in the fuck hallway with T-Bone and Bubba here.
God damn.
I actually took that from Tommy. When we were in high school, he wrote a screenplay for a movie called The Butt Rubbing Sail Boys, named T-Bone and Bubba. And it was starring Sean DeRoos.
Jesus.
Yeah, good times. That's some Tenfey history for y'all. I am already mostly dead. I couldn't even be saved by the fucking witch from Princess Bride. Just coming down the first fucking hallway. Billy Crystal couldn't do shit. Shoving that chocolate suppository at my ass. The Dread Pirate Roberts come for my soul. Yep, there we go. Thank God I'm dead.
Jesus.
Well, let's support fucking again. I trick one of them into jumping into non-existence. Look, I give them the perfect arc where your whip won't hit them.
Yeah, and they jump just high enough to hit your head and damage you.
I need to learn how to become a shitty Flash animator so I can make a fucking reprise to Sequelitis and be like, so Castlevania, you like it? What are you, fucking stupid? You know who doesn't
What
like
the
it?
fuck was
John
that?
Jafari, God rest his soul. It's just designed to be anger. Just the concept of anger.
Just anger incarnate.
Yeah. Give me this. Ah!
They fucking... they rev up when they run at you.
When's he gonna run out of bones and fall apart? I'm still in jokes from Sequelitis. I'm so angry. Alright, I just gotta go forward.
Yeah.
Fuck you!
Never stop holding forward.
It didn't work! Why?
Wow.
Yeah, it's horse
Just
shit.
getting swiped by one of those bones is like 4 bars.
They put a big pile of horse shit in a room and had a gypsy woman whisper in its ear and it became alive and it was this, because this is horse shit incarnate.
Oh, I'm gonna piss myself. I go to the bathroom.
Oh god, I'll have the game beat by the time you get that. I wish I had a save state at the end of the game. I'd load it and be like, look, Levi, I did it. Do you think I'm cool yet? What Levi doesn't know is that I fucking hate this game now. I think he might know that. He might have picked up on subtle context clues. He fucking Benedict Cumberbatched me. He's gonna walk in the room and words are gonna be floating around me like in Sherlock, and it's just gonna say angry and mad. I'm so fucking unhappy with this game. What a fucking nightmare. Why am I still playing it? We've been recording for over like an hour. It's because I have no goddamn self-respect. There's no meat in the walls, Ben. You're stupid. There's never been meat in the walls. It was the fucking Stanley Kubrick filmed meat in the walls to form the fully American public in the Soviet Union. Oh. Did you hear anything I was ranting about while you were in there?
At the very end, I heard you say something about Stanley Kubrick.
You'll have to watch that one little section of this video so you'll know what happened.
So you're still on this part, huh?
Yes. He jumped over his adaptive AI! Fucking Deep Blue! Get Bobby Kotick in here to fight these fucking things.
You could start this level, not move for 5 seconds, and be dead.
Yes.
It's horseshit. I feel like even fucking Dark Souls isn't this unforgiving.
Dark Souls, at least you know what's happening and you have a chance.
Yeah.
My god.
And it's rare that you like are backed up in a corner where you literally can't fucking move without getting hit by 40
Baby
enemies.
from fucking Dirty Dancing can never play this game because it puts you in a fucking corner and her dad won't have none of it. Who was putting Baby in a corner?
Her dad. It's Patrick Swayze is who says the Baby in the corner line. Which is the stupidest fucking thing in the world. One, that this grown woman who's like 17 is named Baby. And
That's
two,
her name?
And that's what they call her.
I was like, I thought it was like a nickname.
It is, but like it's still horseshit.
I'm trying to get him consumed by the despawn, but it's impossible. But go ahead. Sorry.
Two, Patrick Swayze is like 40 years old in that fucking movie. Fuck that movie.
I didn't realize I was going to bring up such. I needed a trigger
I've
warning.
literally seen it like once.
I've never seen it.
I've seen it once. It's one of Sandy's favorite movies, of course.
I'm Sandy doesn't watch this video. It's one of the things coming up at the divorce hearing. Okay.
Our wedding anniversary is actually next week.
So that's the perfect time to get a divorce.
Yeah.
I was in your wedding.
You were. So, 8 years ago, almost to the day, you were in my wedding, and we were getting married. Me and you.
Yeah. Nobody told Sandy.
Beautiful.
No one told Sandy. She's like, what? Well, I put one heart up there just to spite me. Whew. These doors, by the way, are the checkpoints.
Oh, good.
But then you run out of lives, so fuck you.
It doesn't matter.
If you play Castlevania on the NES, fuck you.
Jesus.
The stairs, you have to hold up and attack to throw your sub-weapon. But if you're near a flight of stairs, he just starts walking up the stairs. Igarashi, that was his name. He kick-started a new Castlevania that's not owned by Konami. I hope it's better than this fucking garbage. Alright, we gotta get our angles. We gotta Goodwill hunting the shit out of this guy, because I gotta get the perfect angle to throw this, and then back up so he'll walk into it. And I gotta do this 27 times.
Would you say the PS1 generation of Castlevanias are the best ones?
Well, that's where Symphony of the Night started, and I would much, much, much rather be playing
that.
Yeah,
and those games.
God, it's infuriating because you feel like you can't do anything about what's happening.
Yeah.
Like, even if you're really good at the game, like, you've got to break all the rules and play by your no-nonsense cop. Because when they throw an axe high, you're not tall enough to hit it without jumping.
Right.
And you can crouch under it if Igor isn't sport fucking you too hard. But all I can do is just make him walk off the screen. I have to exploit fucking games programming in order to get through this shit. That's why Igarashi wanted.
It does seem like the best strategy.
Yeah. He was trying to train somebody to be the fucking next the one from the Matrix. So you have to fucking find a way to beat the computer. I gotta get my timing just right for when he exists. God damn, if they don't fucking want something.
How many hearts do the big hearts give you?
5. All of this, I'm still just getting to the Sport Folk hallway, so it doesn't matter.
I'm fucking wore out just watching this.
God, I gonna have to lay down after I finish playing this. It took a lot out of me, mentally and emotionally and physically and spiritually.
And monetarily.
Why is there not always wall meat? Always be wall meeting. It's what I learned at my job.
In Glengarry, Glen Ross.
Yeah. Well, maybe you are tall enough to hit the top axe at certain frames. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Maybe you...
Chester Lester here trying to grab my asshole!
Maybe you only can with the upgraded whip.
That's true, yeah. I didn't think of that. Hey, we regenerate when we die. Let's go stand next to this guy. I think I have a chance with this guy. Okay, come on, you piece of shit. Fucking goddamn. Where'd your Medusa heads at, huh? You punk bitch. Ray, the fucking Axe Knight, can't do shit without his posse of Medusa heads coming at me. God, I want wall meat. Is it so much to ask for there to be meat in the walls? I mean, I'm not asking for a 5-star meal. Gordon Ramsay come out and scream at me that I'm a fat cow. I just want to get some goddamn wall meat.
There's been a loud truck outside for the last like 10 minutes just idling, and it's driving me fucking crazy.
It's part of that game.
Yeah.
Igarashi sent them. If I ever beat this level, they're just going to come kick the door in and start breaking my legs with a pipe. Alright, the last of the wall meat Heekins here. Tom Cruise, the last wall meat. Let's see if we can get down the fucking death cord. I don't even have the damn boomerang.
Yeah,
I forgot to get it.
You don't have a single special weapon. Also, I feel like it's unnecessary for there to be as many special weapons as there are in this game.
Yeah. God, the Medusa heads are always in the perfect parabola that you can't do shit about them. Oh, dear sweet 9-pound, 6-ounce baby Jesus. Get me through this.
At least the Medusa heads don't turn around, I guess.
Like his fucking inexplicable boomerang axes. Well, let's kill Death without getting hit a single time with no sub-weapon. Because he does 4 fucking life bars of damage. And so do his scythes. I don't know why I'm picking these up. They're not going to give me anything.
Let's do this shit.
And there we go. We died. There were so many things I could have done, too. Oh, I didn't realize I had one more life. Oh, let's throw it away. Because I didn't realize it, so I didn't have time. I didn't have the 1/2 of a millisecond to react to the enemy you spawn inside of. Not that I'm angry.
No.
I'm just disappointed in Igarashi.
I'm laughing.
He couldn't make a decent fucking video game. It was the 1980s. What did he have to worry about?
Yeah. Fucking economy was
The
doing
boomerang is right
Jesus.
there, but I wanted it, and so Simon Belmont decided he loves stairs and wants to delay on them at all times.
This game gives me a fucking migraine.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. I'm about to get game over and then quit in a huff. It's all we can hope for.
So we can
It's the only winning move.
move on to the superior
Yeah.
Simon's Quest.
Igarashi made this game so that he could defeat the computer from war games, because the only winning move is a fucking quit in a huff.
And get mad about it.
Right? God damn. It reminds me of it might have been a Tom the Dancing Bug comic. Okay, thank God I'm dead. But it was talking about how they wanted to build a computer that could beat someone at either it was checkers, I think. Is it checkers or Monopoly? But they could never beat one that could beat. It was to beat like a 5-year-old, because when he started losing, he would get mad and flip the board. So they gave the computer a tray that was under the board on a mechanical arm, and when it started losing, it just went boom and flipped the shit out of it. Okay, this is fucking awful. If you like Castlevania, then you need to reevaluate your life.
Unsubscribe.
Yeah, get Robin Williams to tell you it's not your fault because you've got some kind of trauma in your past.